y'all, welcome to Petite Crafts episode 11. I'm recording here from Los Angeles on Monday, August 8th. Thank you so much for returning viewers, for coming back, and for new viewers, welcome to my video podcast about knitting, spinning, weaving, and pretty much all the crafty things you can think of. So today I have no stash enhancements, thank goodness. My poor wallet needs a little bit of a break after last week, but I do have a finished object, lots of works in progress, and I will be announcing the giveaway winner for my 100 subscribers. So let's get started. So first up is my finished object. So I showed you guys last week I was doing a sample knit for Tria of Material Cultural Fiber Arts, and I finished my hat. So this is the Hinagiku Hat by 87 Knit, and this yarn is a DK weight merino and silk base from Material Culture Fiber Arts, and this is part of her fall colorway collection, and this colorway is called Applejack. So here's the hat. It's meant to be kind of a slouchy hat. I didn't even have to use the full skein, and I had quite a bit left over, so I can make a pom-pom. I'm not quite sure whether or not I want to add it yet, because it might be really heavy on the hat and kind of pull it down since it already is slouchy. But what do you guys think? Should I add the pom-pom? So here's kind of how it would look with the pom-pom on. What do you think? Is it too floppy? I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But yeah, I haven't quite decided yet. Let me know what you guys think. I personally love pom-poms on most things, but I'm a little bit scared that it might be a little bit too heavy for this hat. Oh, one thing I did want to point out on this hat that I really enjoy for most of my hats. So this band is a twisted rib band, and the cast on that I like for most of my hats is called a slip knot cast on. So you can see how the ribbing matches perfectly with the cast on, because usually with cast ons like a long tail cast on, you can see a straight line and then the ribbing starts. With this cast on, it matches perfectly with ribbing, and it's super stretchy, so I don't have to worry about the bottom band not fitting my head. Let me know if you tried this cast on before. I really like them for hats mostly. Yeah. But yeah, yay for finished objects. I love this hat. It's super comfy. Alrighty, moving on to works in progress. So first up is my Meridian Cardigan by Locatelli. So last week I left you guys, I was at this little stitch marker here. And this is my super cute coffee cup stitch marker from 19 Stitches. And I finished about another 12 inches or so. So I'm about 30 inches into the bottom skirt of this sweater. I have to knit up to 42 inches. So not too bad. I think I'll be done with the skirt in another week or so. So yeah, this sweater is moving along greatly. This is knit with Forbidden Woolery's Pride lace, which is a merino stellina base. And it's kind of like this buff sand color, with, like I mentioned before. You can kind of see little pops of color here and there. Yeah, I'm enjoying working with this yarn a lot. I wasn't sure if I was going to like working with lace because it is so fine. But yeah, it's been great so far. And I'm looking forward to having a nice lightweight sweater. So moving on, I actually casted on another pair of socks between last week's episode and today. I wanted to test run my Addy lace needles that I purchased from Village Spin and Weave, because when I opened the package I actually noticed that they looked a little bit tarnished, but once I started using them they polished up and they're super shiny now, a lot shinier than they were when I opened them up. So the pattern I'm using for these socks is the Hermione's Everyday Sock pattern. And you can kind of see there's some texture detailing here. It's mostly knits with a couple of purl stitches in there for the texture. And the yarn I am using for the main part of the sock is Deborah Norville's Serenity sock, which is a merino bamboo blend. And I actually have some contrast heels and toes, and the yarn that I'm using for that is Cascade Heritage solids in black. But yeah, I'm really liking this yarn. I only have a 50-gram ball since I did buy it on sale during Christmas from, I think, Hobby Lobby. So I only have the one ball. So hopefully with the contrast heels and toes and probably a contrast cuff, I should be able to get a regular size sock out of it. Yeah, super fun. But yeah, I wanted something a little bit more interesting than a vanilla sock. And you can't have naked needles. I don't know. I just, so many whips all the time. So next up for works in progress is my Asana shawl. So this is a crescent shaped shawl with a wonderfully gorgeous lace border on it. This is Helen's most recent installment of her Shawl Society, which is a knitting pattern club. She's been releasing one shawl pattern per month, and this is pattern number 3. My talisman shawl was pattern number 1, and I skipped pattern number 2 because it was a triangle shaped shawl, and I don't really like wearing I don't particularly like wearing triangle shaped shawls. So yeah, so this is pattern number 3. This will be my first time knitting with beads. I'm a little bit nervous, but I wanted to challenge myself a little bit more and try out beads, which is very exciting. So the beads that I have picked out for this one are a kind of golden yellow colored bead with a silver lining in it. So here are the so here are the beads next to the yarn. I think they'll go together pretty well. So this yarn I purchased a very long time ago. This is pretty deep stash for me. I got it on sale. It was a discounted yarn. I think it's MadTosh Light in the Terra colorway. Based on my detective skills on Ravelry, I'm pretty sure that's what this yarn is. But yeah, it's a lovely kind of orangey coral colored yarn. It is lace weight. And yeah, I think it'll go really, really well with these beads. I try to challenge myself fairly often because that's kind of like what I'm really enjoying about crafting in general. Is learning new skills and kind of fitting them into my toolbox. And I kind of break down most projects into their individual techniques. I already know how to knit a crescent shaped shawl. I've knit lace patterns on both wrong sides and right side rows. And the only new thing about the shawl that I've never done before is to add a bead to the pattern. And I think it should be fine as long as I put in lifelines just in case I mess up. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing how this pattern turns out. So that's it for my works in progress this week, you guys. Moving on to the fun part of the episode, which is my 100 subscriber giveaway. So I just wanted to say thank you so much for all the kind words and comments that everyone posted. I started this podcast not really knowing if anyone would actually want to watch. I just wanted to open up a little bit more and kind of share with everyone in the YouTube space, in the crafty world, like all the different projects that I work on and a little bit of why I do what I do and like kind of my thought process behind things. And I wanted to inspire others to challenge themselves as well. It's been incredibly amazing so far. Everyone in the community has been so incredibly supportive, and I just wanted, to thank you guys again for, coming back every week and watching me. It really hit home this weekend when I was out and having brunch with some of my friends in Manhattan Beach. A viewer came up to me and said, hi. Hi, Sarah, if you're watching. You made my day. Like, I had never thought that I would influence anyone in any, I don't know. It feels very weird because I freak out about meeting knitting celebrities and such. And I always get really worried about, coming up to them and saying hi. Like, I don't want to bother them at all. Um, and like, to have someone come up to me and say hi and that I affected them in any form or fashion, like, is crazy to me. So I just wanted to thank you for coming up and say hi. If anyone else sees me in public, please come up and say hi. It really, really made my day. I can't thank y'all enough for I can't thank y'all enough for, joining me every week and kind of being so supportive of things that I'm doing. And I hope I can do the same for you guys. Um, so yeah, sorry. Um, it was just so incredibly crazy. My friends were like, "Did that just happen? You're like famous now." I was like, "I'm not famous." Like, ah, oh yeah, sorry. It was just a very humbling experience to see that I did have some effect on, the people that watch my podcast, and it was really, really sweet. So thank you so much, Sarah, for coming up and saying hi to me. So yeah, sorry for my rambling. I'm sure you guys are just waiting with bated breath. So there were 19 comments on episode 9 of my podcast. So I used a random number generator website to pick a number between 1 and 19, and the number that I got was number 14. Post number 14 was from SportsGirl131. If you can please private message me here on YouTube, on Ravelry, or on Instagram, I will get these lovely mini skeins out to you as soon as possible. Thank you guys so much again for entering my giveaway. It it really heartens me and motivates me every week to record these videos when I see those lovely comments from you guys. Alrighty, that's it for me this week. Thank you so much, you guys, for coming by and watching, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!